Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, Peterborough the second, part 5. And you can see it right in front of you. We have made the big league. Peterborough Sports are in the Premier League. So you may recall from the last stream, for those of you that tuned into that, what a great session we had with Peterborough Sports. We got some cracking loans in for last season's campaign, some cracking signings, two of which we've still got, and we did it. We fucking did it. And, you know, we've been really busy. I mean, I actually finished the season yesterday, and I got to the start of the new season yesterday about 7 o'clock. I planned to do a video today, so I can't really play anymore last night, because I didn't want to go any further. And Annie was trying to say, you can. I went, no, fuck off. Yeah, don't fucking tell me how to do it. So, Peterborough Sports, right? Let's go then to this season ahead, right? We'll talk about this season ahead and the players that I've bought in. But the first things first, right? The money at Peterborough Sports, it's quite comfortable. It was a lot more comfortable than that. 37 million in the bank, 15 to spend. It was a lot more comfortable before the June updates. The June updates came along, and we had the ground maintenance, which was 12 million to redevelop the stand. We had the dividends that paid out, and as you can see, the dividends was 11.9 million pounds. So they took a lot. They gave us a little bit, obviously, in TV revenue, 30 million. Something I will point out that I didn't realise I had on, the season tickets. There's no season tickets, as you can see there. And the reason there's no season tickets for last month or this month is because they come in roughly April, May. They come in April, May for the following season. So that is that. So this is the squad. One of the main men we bought last season from Chelsea. It was said on stream when I brought Philip Jorgensen, would he be unhappy? And he got unhappy. And I kid you not, 4 games into the season, he was suspended for 3 of them. He wants to move to a bigger club. I was not fucking happy. Not happy at all. Now his handling was 18, I'm pretty certain. So he's down to 17. So I'm probably going to have to accept it. He's got 2 years left on his deal. I'll probably have to sell him. We brought this Estonian goalkeeper from Arsenal on a free transfer. Interesting because he weren't interested in joining me unless it was ridiculously stupid wages. Because he was available on a Bosman, and then eventually Arsenal released him. And as you can see, we picked him up for 19 grand a week. Defence, in my opinion, is still the weakest. We did bring in Morata. Looks very, very solid. But we brought in this guy here. Now, Sven Verman, I think that is Van Dijk. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is Van Dijk. And he's still very, very young. So I'm not sure he's going to break in this season. But you never know. Cashin's done really well for me. As I said, I still think it's not my strongest, but by no means. We brought in Jordan Dean, who is a youngster from Chelsea. We paid 8.5 million. It's actually 3.5 million with an additional 5 million should he make 40. I thought it was 50 appearances, but we will see. Now into midfield. There you see Enzo Fernandez. Now, like the Jorgensen, we got him just before we moved into the Championship, and he too, last season, was unhappy, wanted to move to a bigger club, but he then removed himself off the market because he felt that he could achieve his ambitions with Peterborough Sports. And as you can see there, we're offering him a new contract, and we're offering him up to 80 grand a week in order to extend his stay with us. We had several bids for him last season, and it pisses me off, when you get bids and you don't want to sell him. It just really destabilises the squad. And I had it with a few players. More about that in a moment. We brought Alexander. Now, you may recall him from the stream. Absolute rock solid for me in DMC. We bought him, and what a great season. It wasn't helped, though, with 11 yellows and 2 reds last season. Not the greatest, but never mind. Now, Lewis Kumas, we had him on loan last season from Liverpool, and very, very happy with what he achieved. 19 assists, and as you can see, we turned that into not turned it. We made a fresh bid for him when we when we released him back to Pool. We then bid for him, and we got him for 13 million. I was a bit unsure if I paid too much there, really was, but looks great, don't he? Looks really, really great. Jayden Danns, another loanee from Liverpool. Wasn't too bad, and he only cost us £4.2 million. We'll see how he flares up on a permanent basis. Jimmy J Morgan did really well for me, but I always knew that injury was going to strike for him, and you can see injury prone 15. It was a bit of a tough season for him in a sense. You can see 2 injuries last season. I think he was unfit quite a few times. And he looks fucking amazing, he really does. Jadon Sancho, an absolute steal, £4.7 million. He's brand spanking new for the Premiership campaign. We'll see how he flares up. Nyoni, now, he was somebody that appeared as an unhappy Liverpool player. So, Nyoni, Trey Nyoni, we'll see. I think he's obviously a regen there by the looks of things. It might not be, actually. Neil might be able to confirm on that. So, Trey Nyoni arrives. Who else we got? Callum Hudson-Odoi, exactly like that goalkeeper from Arsenal. He would not take terms on a Bosman move to me from Everton. He wanted ridiculously stupid money, and eventually I weren't prepared to pay 80, 90 grand a week, and they released him, and then he agreed terms at 23 grand a week. All that being said, he is got a bit of injury prone 14. Matthias Siltonen, now I like him, and he was on loan from me from Brentford. Didn't play too much. I do like the look of him, and I think with Enzo, them two can really battle it out. Enzo had a bit of a ban, I think, at some point last season, or a rest, so we gave him a few games, and he's turned into a permanent move as well. Rohert Brown, not sure who he is. It looks like he's a proper Southampton youngster, but what a fucking player. And he's in my provisional lineup to start the season. Creativity, 23. Passing, 21. Long shots. You know, looking really forward to this guy doing well and ripping it up. I've even given him the number 8 shirt. Victor Frohold. I got him on a Bosman last season, and he's got a bit of value. I didn't realise he had a minimum release clause, but so be it. Collado, he came on a free transfer as well. Yeah, I thought he came in the January window, actually. January window. It's not too bad. We've looked at Jordan Dean. And this guy here. This is the next Kevin De Bruyne, because I'm pretty certain that is De Bruyne at regen. I could be wrong, of course. Now, I don't know if he's going to start because of the other AMC from Southampton, but look how good he looks. He looks a fucking beast, don't he? And we didn't have to pay ridiculously stupid money. He became interested in me, and he was out of contract. No, sorry, I got that wrong. He became interested in me, and he had a release clause, so 6.75. Looking forward to. He played last season. Then he did play in Belgium. And then you can see 11 goals at at such a young age. I mean, looks fucking great, don't he? Really does. We missed out this guy here. Langoni was my last signing before I saved. Now I saw him, and I remember him on one of my previous saves when I saw him, and I thought it was a regen of Messi. It's not. He starts in the game, and believe it or not, he was at Liverpool. So we smashed our wage budget. And he's now on 80 grand a week. I think we had to be honest with you, 80 grand. We had to sort of increase it. And I think he's very, very exciting. He's in my provisional lineup. Up top now then. So, we have Robel, the Lewandowski regen, who absolutely ripped it to shreds last season. Look at that. You cannot grumble with 60 goals and 7 assists in 48 games. Not to mention 17 Man of the Match awards. And just to keep him on his toes, we brought in another player for 8.5 million. 3 million, I think, and another 5. Who is that? Yeah, of course you know who that is. That is Luis Suarez. So 50 appearances. So, you know, he'll be with me for the long haul. So he will certainly pay out on them 50 appearances, I'm sure. Don't know if he can develop into the sort of player Suarez was, or if he can take out Robles' starting place. Who knows? Who knows? So that is our lineup. It's a squad. Sorry, it is a provisional lineup as we've got there. We are. I like to make certain changes each season. I'm not making any changes on the tactics side of thing, but I am doing something different, which I don't often do. Some of you might do this, some of you might not. I've gone with the free kicks. I've gone with corners. I've gone with a playmaker. Playmaker being that Rohit Brown because he's very creative. Enzo Fernandez being the corner taker because he is the #1 corner taker, as you can see, and I did do a coach report. And Roble as a free kick taker because set piece is 19, and after doing a report on him, it said he was a free kick specialist. Also done my priority of penalty takers, just in case, because we went out the League Cup last season to Coventry on penalties, and we went out the FA Cup to Newcastle United. So that's that. One thing I did look at, right, is I looked at my average, my total wage bill going into the Premier League. As you can see, 800 grand a week, which isn't bad really in comparison to like Man City 3.1. I think Tottenham's more. No, it's maybe not. 2.6. 2.6. Looks like Man City's got the highest. Then it would look 2.1 for Villa, Arsenal 2.9. Yeah, I think there's a few less than me. I think the two teams that came up with me was Birmingham City and Ipswich. I think Leicester are less than me as well. We will see. We will see in what should be another explosive season. In terms of the managerial stats, we are world class. We are world class with Guardiola, Simeone and Arteta. How'd you like that? We've not got anything in terms of world reputation. We are still average, purely because we've not been involved in any European competition as of yet. In terms of my player profile, let's have a look at me. I've not really looked at this at all. We're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking old. 63 years of age. That's definitely gone up, hasn't it? That's definitely gone up. So we're looking good. Looking good there indeed. We've brought some fresh coaches and stuff in. We didn't do any increase on the training facilities this season, but we did redevelop the stadium. And as you can see, we are still Lincoln Road, Peterborough, 14,800 all-seater with undersoil heating. We will see. We will see. I don't think we've got... let me just have a quick gander now at the Resis, see if there's anything of interest. Oh, I've got to show you this guy. He came in through the youth academy, I think 2 seasons ago, and I played him a little bit last season. No, not him. I played him a little bit last season. Look at him. That is like a Roy Keane, isn't it? And I gave him a few games when my DMC was suspended. But we'll see how he flares up. Jack Egan. We brought in this Nigerian. I don't think he's that great. He was very young. He's got a 1.1 million value. Holland, another one with a £1 million value. Eggerstein, another one with 2 million value. Yeah, look at that. Another great striker there. Although he was available on a free. £8.5 million. So I don't think he'll break in though, will he? Let's be fucking honest. We've got a couple of decent players over here. We've got a couple of goalkeepers as well. Who was that other goalkeeper? I saw Stewart, weren't it? Stewart. Yeah, we've got a few players that could... I mean, Souza, we've got him last season. We brought this guy in, who we're not going to keep. Now, Yoko, I mean, he's a £6 million value player. I might bring him into the seniors yet. Amari Hutchinson, we brought him in. Not 100% sure. Might still bring him in. So we've done a little bit of work on the old training. I should have renamed it. Going means players that they were players that were good players that I'm looking to get rid of, but I think I need to change this a little bit, don't I? Listed are the shit players in the Resis, and then you see all our general and our goalkeepers. So we have 5 goalkeepers. 5. Oh yeah, of course. Okay. Oh yeah. We got that goalie as well. We got that little young Polish goalkeeper as well. So yeah, so last season then, let's just have a quick gander at last season. Any notable games? As I said, we lost in the FA Cup to Newcastle United, and we did not disgrace ourselves. We really didn't. but I was pissed off. Yeah, it was a fine season. It really was a fine season. As you can see, 117 points, 1 defeat, 9 draws. The draws, I think, could be a worry this season, but this season is going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. You know, we're not playing fucking bang average teams or below average. We're playing the big guns now. A team that failed to make the playoffs in the Championship last season was Peterborough United. Of course, our rivals, we played Peterborough United a couple of times last season. We beat them 2-1 in the first game, 90th minute, I think. Yeah, 90th minute over there. And 3-1 over there. There you go. Nikolic. We've sold Nikolic. I'm going to show you the players that we sold. We also needed to finance some money. Nikolic, because we brought the Suarez regen, we had to cash in where we could. And there was one player I was going to say, weren't I? It was a Liberian defender. Got to remember his name now then. He went to Forest. Or maybe he went in January then, actually. Yeah, this guy. So, this guy here, I brought him on a free transfer ages ago. And then he just kept causing me fucking issues, wanting to move, getting unhappy. And then he was playing shit. So we offloaded him, but we got a good deal for him. Ben White. Now, Ben White, we bought Ben White for $8.5 million in the January window to replace that Liberian. And you can see he just didn't do it for me. He did not do it for me, fucking Bender. So we got rid of him. At a profit. Thomas Chancellor, now, he was, right, we paid 1.6, but what a fucking season. 13 assists, and I weren't going to sell him, but then a 10 million offer came in from Leeds. And I said no. And then he got unhappy. So he fucking forced his move out as well, dickhead. And then we offloaded a few bits and pieces here, there, and everywhere. Let's go to this. Archie Davis, yeah. Davis Kelly-Dunn did really well for me. He had a good season. I think he hit, if I'm right in saying, believe it or not, he actually hit me in 3 separate games in the league, 3 hat-tricks. Can you believe that shit? So he went... Nikolic, as I said, Callum Doyle, he started so well for me, but then he slipped off. And as I said, defence is clearly an issue. So off he fucked to West Ham. Yep, so there we go. Peterborough Sports, right? We go again for a Premiership campaign. And a quick gander before I disappear. Let's have a look at the Premiership. So Man City are going to be the team to beat, aren't they? Man City and Arsenal. And obviously Liverpool, Chelsea, they're certainly going to be keeping up a lot of pressure up there. But who knows? Until next time from me, guys, and the Peterborough Sports, take it easy.